Hi, this is Susie Cheel, and today I'm talking with Simon Hay. Simon Hay uses the tagline Soul Healer, and he hasn't been given an amazing gift where he's able to use his healing powers to heal a variety of people in different circumstances. Simon lives just north of me in Brisbane, Australia. Simon was born in New Zealand, and he was a farmer and a plumber before he became a gifted healer. Welcome, Simon.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
So, one of the reasons I'm talking to Simon today is Simon is celebrating having written 100 blog posts. And as a blogger, I know that when one gets to 100 blog posts, it's a bit of a milestone in your blog. But Simon's doing something very special. He's going to be offering 100 distance healings to bloggers, people online, a variety of people around the world. So Simon, first of all, before we get into discussing why you're doing that, can you give the viewers just a snapshot of how you've come to be a healer? I know that's a big ask in a short time.
Well, in Christmas 99, New Year's 2000, I had an experience with spirit, and initially started in the meditation. And from that meditation, I was introduced to my guide, who is a Buddhist monk. And then from many nights of meditating with him and talking to him, this gift just seemed to arrive. I had some experiences with Jesus and some past life experiences around his lifetime. And then I was just fortunate enough to have an opportunity to put my hands on someone, and this amazing thing happened. It just was all random and all spontaneous, and initially I didn't really know what was going on, and I just kept on running with it, and it just got bigger and bigger.
This is what you now do on a full-time basis?
Yes, that's right. Yep, full-time. Yep. I was a plumber for quite a few years, and then I became ill, and I couldn't continue to be that. And then I said, well, you know, what am I going to do? And this is what I'm doing.
So through an illness yourself, it's like you were given a gift to heal other people.
Well, I think the illness forced me to do this full-time. The healing gift just arrived. I think I was always able to, but never thought that I could. I think it's always been there. I can look back on my lifetime as a child and I think it was there, but I just wasn't aware of it. I became aware of it in 2000.
That's fantastic. I mean, it is such an amazing story, because if you go to Simon's website, you'll be able to read testimonials of a variety of people that he has healed on a person-to-person basis, as well as distant healings. So, Simon, how did offering 100 healings around the world come about?
Well, you know, we're Australians, we're generous people.
That we are.
so we might as well sell Australia to the world as well. It was Spirit's idea. I just happened to glance at my Blogger dashboard and noticed that I was getting close to 100 posts. And my guide just said to me, you know, well, why don't you give 100 healings away? And I said, oh, okay, well, how are we going to do that, you know? And I just sat down and wrote the post. It came very quickly. It, you know, he directed me. I sat down and wrote it and didn't really think about it. And I have confidence that it's possible. He assures me that, you know, I can heal 100 people and, you know, in the time frame that I put on the blog. So I'm excited, looking forward to it.
So how can people contact you to experience this healing? And what type of people? Are there certain type of people that you're going to be offering this to?
Well, you know, I'd like people to be genuine about whether or not they can afford to pay for a healing or not. You know, I'm very much aware that there's many people who are doing it tough, financially, emotionally, and they might not have thought to have this opportunity. So those are the people that I'm reaching out to. And I think, you know, I'm just asking the people to be genuine. If they can afford to pay for a healing, then I think that's the way they should go. But it's for all those people that are, you know, that are struggling. I know there's lots. There's so many, and you know, this is about healing the world ultimately. And I'd like to do this, and I'd like to continue to do this.
So this is something that you're doing in Australia, about to, I think in October, is it not? You're going to America?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm going to Rochester in New York State for the New Moon Expo. I was fortunate enough to be invited over there just with my work online. Some people contacted me and said, would you like to come? And I just said, yes, let's go.
And I believe you've already got a number of people booked in for healings with you in that time, in that week that you're going to be there.
Yeah, it's my understanding that the places are almost full. I think there's a handful left. I think there's about 4 places left. But yeah, it's all pre-booked. I'm doing some speaking about my work, which I'm really excited to do. I just love sharing. That's the point of me having a blog and being online. I'm just, the more that I give, more that I give away, the more that I get from Spirit, and the more people that come, into my awareness that will help me and support me, and it's just amazing. I think the more generous you are, all these things just unfold.
It's amazing, isn't it? And it's amazing the power of the internet that you've discovered through your website, through blogging. And I noticed that you have a Twitter account, and with Facebook, that you're able to reach so many more people than if you were just had a practice, say, in Brisbane where you weren't online.
Yeah, I like the online community because it's a way to meet people around the world, and the potential of my work is it's created by intention and thinking. So as soon as you make contact with someone in any format, whether it's online or by phone or through the post, you're already connected up to them, because you're thinking about them, and that's the simplicity of my work. You only have to think, happy thoughts about people in the world, and you can heal them. That's how easy it is.
Simon and I live probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from one another. I was introduced to Simon by a very good friend of mine who was an online friend who lives in New York State, upstate in New York, Jenny Mannion. So this is sort of the power of the internet, that we get to meet what I'm finding, and I don't know about you, like-minded people. And I'm finding the internet is bringing into my life more and more people who are here to change the world and to uplift people as well as heal, to raise consciousness.
Yeah, I think the internet's given everyone a voice and an opportunity. There's a lot of people, I think that there's a lot of people doing good work that remain silent and just remain in their neighbourhood and in their communities. And the internet allows them to have the confidence to reach the world. Especially if they're shy. If they're shy about speaking publicly, the internet gives them that opportunity to present themselves to the world. And people get excited, and that makes them more confident. And before they know it, good things are happening.
So back to the 100 free distant healings. The link that is on the video is where you can go to contact Simon. And Simon, you just want people to an email?
Yeah, if they follow the links on the blog post and the contact page on my website, there's a form there for them to just email to me, and I'll respond saying that I've received it and saying that they're on the list, and I'll ask them to attach a photo if they'd like to, and yeah, it's all done. It's really...
Simon, can you explain to people how this is actually going to happen for the people who will be getting the distant healings?
Well, if you synchronise the timing, you'll see that I've put 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. my time. If you synchronise your time and lay down or relax at the same time, that's how you will receive the healing. Now, you can do that as many times as you want. I'm running it for 10 days. So for 10 days at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., I will actually put myself on the healing table, and I go into an altered state, and then I just heal from that position. Now, if you do it at the same time, you'll receive healing. Confident.
Right. So now, I'm just going to clarify this for people. Times are going to be 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. and that's Australian Eastern Time. For people in Sydney, that is going to be 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. But for people in America, it will be 4 p.m. Pacific time and 7 p.m. Eastern time. And I'll be putting that on the blog post so that people will know that that's a time that will suit them to even apply for something like this. Will you be giving people certain days, or it'll be any time during that 10 days?
Yeah, no, any time during that 10 days. And that's why I ran it for 10 days. And, you know, and I'm confident too that, you know, Spirit, you know, is aware of what's going on. You know, the intelligence of consciousness knows what's happening. So it doesn't matter what day you choose to lay down. You know, it's going to happen. I mean, you can lay down every day if you wish and just relax, just be like a meditation. You know, but I think that the healing will be delivered in a way that's works for everybody. You know, some people will need it twice. You know, some people need it 3 times. Some people might need the 10 days. You know, the offer's there. You know, if you want to lay down for 10 days at that time, by all means do so.
So if people are maybe a bit, you know how some people are a bit shy and they don't like to put out that they're in that, you know, that maybe they can't afford it. Can they just do that at this time and have put out the intention? Or do you need to have their names and photos?
You know what, that's a good point. You know, I think that would work. I think that would work if they were thinking about me at that time. Because what I find with my clients, quite often I'll receive a phone call or a text message saying, you know, thank you for the healing that you've just given me. And I've had no idea that it's happening. My body is constantly, you know, sending out energy and heating up, and I get all the healing responses as if I'm healing.
Yes.
I'm not consciously thinking of someone in particular. I just leave myself open for that. So, you know, anyone wants to ask me for healing, by all means. If you want to ask me for healing, that's fine.
So it was just something I thought of, because there can be people out there who don't like to put out their circumstances to anybody that they don't really know.
And I'm allowing everyone to remain anonymous too. I would like to post the first names on the day before the 10 days, just as a list of names. Because, you know, if people are visiting the blog and they see a list of names, they can think, you know, let's send some love to those people, then they become healers as well. You know, but if anyone wants to remain anonymous, the name will not go on that list. You know, I think what the name and the photo helps me do, you know, and this is something that Simon needs, is to help me focus and concentrate, you know. But
yes,
but that's
I understand.
But I'm the only one who needs that. Spirit doesn't need that. You know, the field of consciousness doesn't need that. I'm the only one who needs that.
That's interesting, isn't it? That everybody has gifts and we have talents, but there's something out there that we still need some acknowledgement from other people until we really get in touch with that pure sort of essence that's within each of us. Well, Simon, it's been so exciting to talk to you. I was so excited when I first read about it, and I can see that, you know, you're really making a difference in the world. You've made a difference to your own life, but you're making a difference to so many other people's lives. So for anybody who would like to contact Simon, just click on the link below the video, and that'll be the same on YouTube as on my blog, and send a message off to Simon. And is there anything else, Simon, that you would like to say?
No, just thanks for having me and supporting me. And yeah, look, you know, I mean, I love everybody, and I think this is what this is about. And if we can share that, and you know, and that's all this is about. You know, just sharing that compassion and that love that we have for each other.
It's been my pleasure, and I'm looking forward at another time to having a longer talk with Simon, and at some point talking about a book that I know he's writing as well at the moment. So this has been Susie Cheel, and today I've been talking with Simon Hay.